Here is what I provided to my audience. There, the sources at the top, and charts for caffeine found in soft drinks and coffee. And then here are the note cards I used. And now we're going to go to my seat. Here's my audience. 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's my note cards and the papers I'll be providing to my audience. Today, I'll be talking to you guys about caffeine and informing you on the effects it has on the body. How much caffeine is too much? Caffeine can provide a temporary fix for the body, but what else can it do? Caffeine has many negative effects that most people don't even know about. The lag of not getting enough sleep can make you feel like you are drowsy and the day is dragging on. When there is no time to sleep, caffeine may physically make you feel better and provide a temporary fix that can be very harmful. I'm going to share exactly what problems it can cause and how harmful it can be. Too much caffeine can cause complications to the body that interrupt with daily tasks and routines. Positive side effects are temporary, but the medically observed internal complications can be long-term. Some complications include fast heartbeat, which is obviously just a lot faster than your normal heartbeat, and then muscle tremors, which are involuntary contractions, movements, and spasms of the muscles, and an upset stomach, which can last for a long period of time. Addiction to the caffeine can also be long-term once you have taken in enough per day. So how much is too much? If you look at the chart I provided, on the left we have soft drinks, and on the right there's coffee. First we're going to look at the soft drink column, and if you look, there's 7-Up, Sprite, and root beer. They all do not have caffeine. But if you look down to the middle where Coke, Diet Coke, and Pepsi, they all range from about 27 to 50 milligrams of caffeine. And then 200 to 300 milligrams per day per person is the recommended amount or preferred amount from doctors. And if you go to the right, 1 cup of generic brewed coffee is around 100 to 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is almost your whole daily intake. And then if you go down to a decaffeinated, it's obviously going to be much less, which is around 2 to 15 milligrams of caffeine. So it all depends on what kind of coffee and what kind of soft drink you're drinking for it to have the preferred amount of caffeine. So for that, there's about 3 or 4 cups of coffee that you can include in your diet for caffeine, or 4 to 5 8-ounce Coke. You may be consuming too much caffeine if you begin to lose sleep and become an insomniac, or if addiction starts to become a problem. Once your body is adjusted to the caffeine, withdrawing can actually cause more symptoms than the actual addiction or the routine of you having too much caffeine per day. The withdrawing starts to happen when the dopamine receptors don't receive the amount of caffeine it's used to per day. And it can cause the following symptoms, which are headache, depression, which is feeling sad, unhappy, but the depression will last in short periods of time, and it won't expand over longer periods. And it also can cause muscle stiffness, which is described as tension and tightness in the muscles. In conclusion, caffeine can be very addictive and cause many problems. Mental and physical problems can take effect without you even knowing if you're not properly informed about all the symptoms and the signs that caffeine can cause.